Hello. I just wanted to quickly talk about the different verb groups in Japanese because it's very important when you're trying to learn plain form or tef form or something to, go deeper into Japanese. So there are three verb groups. One is Ichi-dan, Go-dan, and irregular. Some textbooks and some people would say verb group 1, verb group 2, or the other way around. This is just easier for me because Ichi-dan and Go-dan actually mean something, and it's related to how they act. So Ichi-dan verbs, first of all, they end in this column. Usually they're either one syllable stem forms or the stem form ends in e sound. So examples will be nemasu, mimasu, tabemasu, akemasu, etc. The list goes on. So they either have one syllable in their stem form. So for example, if you drop the mas, it's ne. So nemasu is ichidan. Same for mimasu, tabemasu, and akemasu. They all end in the e column here in the hiragana chart. So that's one very easy way, or two easy ways of telling what's ichidan. For irregulars, we'll just skip to irregular for now. Irregulars, there are shimasu and kimasu. Very simple. You just have to memorize that. For Go-dan, they are either, well, basically the stem ends in I sound. Examples being asobimasu, nomimasu, kaimasu, and so on. So they end in this column of the hiragana chart. Now, there are some exceptions, like okimasu as in to wake up, although that one this one, the stem form ends in I, it acts as an ichidan verb. So there are some exceptions. Also, orimasu, karimasu, and so on. But the exceptions, there are quite a few exceptions, but you just have to memorize them and you'll learn them as you go on. But for now, just have to remember that ichidan's either one syllable in stem form or the stem ends in S sound. Here, the Go-dan ends in I sound. The stem form ends in I sound. Now, the reason this is called Ichi-dan is because the stem never changes. If you do tabe, that tabe is all you need to do for plain forms, tef forms, all the forms. You don't change the stem at all in Ichi-dan. Whereas in Go-dan, the last syllable in the stem changes depending on what you're trying to do. And there are 5 columns, as you can see in the hiragana chart. This sound, the last syllable in the stem form, changes to an a sound, i, u, e, and o sound depending on what you're doing with it. That's why it's called Go-dan, because it has 5 different stages. Using nomimasu as an example, when you want to say plain negative, it's nomanai. As you can see, change the mi to a ma. That's plain negative. Nomimasu, as you know, is polite form. If you do nomu, that's plain form. Nomemasu or nomeru, that is potential. And the last one, nomo, is plain volitional. These are some examples. You can use these ones for other ones. For example, the nome, if it comes with a ba, then it's used for the if statement, nomeba. Same as plain volitional, if you use it with to omoimasu, nomo to omoimasu, that's more about your plans. But in general, in a nutshell, the Go-dan is called Go-dan, 5 stages, because you change the last syllable depending on what you're trying to do with it. So it changes, whereas in Ichi-dan, the stem form never changes. That's the basic difference. I think that's it. Hope you guys enjoy learning Japanese. I'll see you maybe in the next video.